If you are a woman who would like to have children someday, you need this. These are eggs. I don't know if my camera is low enough to see them, so I'm lifting it up. These are eggs. You need this. This is actually, I live in America. This is the best quality of eggs in the United States of America. They are called pasture-raised organic eggs. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is that every woman who at one point wants to have a child need very good eggs. You need eggs. And all the eggs that you need to have a child, from the day you are born, you came with all of them. Like a day-old baby, for example, a day-old baby girl was born with eggs. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. So every woman has eggs from when they were born. And this is what you need at some point. This is what you bring to the table in terms of having a child. This is what you bring to the table. They need to be very good eggs. They need to be healthy eggs. And your best eggs, your healthiest eggs are, in terms of having a child, in our country, for example, Nigeria, where I come from, and here in the US, I think it's from the age of 18 that you're recognized as an adult. So from the age of 18, you can have a child. Anything other than that is a little bit of child abuse by whoever made you have a child. So your best eggs, you have them from when you're 18 years old to maybe 25. To some women, maybe 30. So the point of this video is that you may not be at that place yet. I'm not talking to you if this is not for 18 years old. For women, for example, who are maybe 25 years and older, you may not be at that point yet when you are ready to have a child. You may be still going to school or doing business or learning a trade or trying to figure your life out. But if you know that someday you want to have a child, please listen to this and take it seriously so that you don't go through struggles that a lot of women go through or went through. Struggles like the one that I went through. Your best eggs in your best years, sometimes every month they go to waste. Your best eggs, like I said, are from the age of 18 and upwards, maybe to like 30. So this is what you should do if someday you desire to have a child. I hope, like I said, you don't go through any struggle. But in order to prevent that, maybe the husband doesn't come on time or you're just not ready, please, these things called eggs that we have, believe me, they can be frozen. Go to a hospital, go to any fertility clinic, make research, find out in Nigeria, if you live in Nigeria, in the US, for example, people living in the US know how easy it is to freeze eggs. You walk into a fertility clinic, for example, into a hospital, they'll do that for you easily. You pay a monthly fee, a storage fee, where they store them. They can never not have space for that. So they also have storage for the one that men, I don't know, the stuff that men produce in terms of having a child. I don't know if I can mention that. Men also store that they have banks for them. Women can store this. You can store your eggs. You can freeze them and store them. So that even if you're 50 years old, which I don't hope for, and it is then that you decide to have a child, or if you want to be married first before you have a child, if it is when you are 50 years old that you finally find a man who is ready to create a child with you, or you finally found your husband or your partner, whatever this man is, you have your eggs frozen, and they are of the best quality. And you're no longer at this point where you say, oh my God, I'm reaching this age, I'm past a certain age, and so my eggs are no longer good, I'm struggling to get pregnant. You can freeze your eggs. Women, take this seriously. If you know anybody who someday would like to have a child, and especially if she's past the age of 30, please take this seriously. This is not me trying to get any kind of attention. If I could save one woman from going through what I went through, I would do it. I went through almost 10 years or more of trying to get pregnant. And the emotional toll that it took on me, the psychological toll, the mental toll, it's not something that I would like anybody to go through. It's not even the finances that go into it. Because children are blessings. Children are blessings. A child is a blessing. I have one now. He's my world. He means he's my everything. So you can freeze your eggs. If anybody had told me this maybe 15 years ago, it would have saved me a lot. Our best eggs start from when we are 18, from our childbearing age. 18 to 25, 28, very good. even 30 for some women. For some women, 35, good. But to prevent the unknown, the unforeseen, because you're not inside your body. And this is not saying that God cannot give you a child when you are 50 years old and you do not freeze your eggs. God can do anything. God can do everything. But sometimes God wants us to use the wisdom that he gave us. He says, wisdom is profitable to direct. God sometimes wants us to use our senses, our wisdom. He gave us wisdom. He wants us to use our discretion. There are times that the things that, because of how much he has given us, there are times he just does not even want to meddle. Use your wisdom, use your head. Like I said, I struggled. At the end of the day, I had to come back to God in total surrender, doing different stuff. I believe that everything I did, God ultimately made it work. I did so many different stuff. I've made videos on that. You can go back to all the videos I've made. But despite everything I was doing, I still had to surrender to God, because I was at that point where God needed me to absolutely surrender to him. God actually missed me. When I used to be a Christian, I did so much for God. So when I left, I believed that God wanted me back. But I was hurt, I was disappointed, I was pained, I was angry with God. And I have no right to do that. This video is not actually for that. I don't want to go into that. That's in another video. So go dig into it, you will find it. But for women who someday want to have a child, or if you know a woman who someday wants to have a child, it could be a friend, it could be a cousin, it could be a colleague, it could be anybody that you care about who is at that age where the person does not have maybe a husband yet, for people who want to get married first, or maybe for people who are going to school, who want to finish school first, who want to finish their trade that they are learning, want to be established, whatever the situation is that's making you not have a child yet, but you know that you are at that age, but you are not ready yet because of your circumstance, but you want to have it someday. Whoever that person is that you know, please advise the person to freeze her eggs. It's very important. After the age of 35 for some women, the quality of our eggs and the quantity begin to drop, because we are born with them. All the eggs that I will need to produce human beings, I was born with all of them. Every month my body releases some. And when I'm not ready, the eggs are not ready. But sometimes when you're not ready, the quality and the quantity has now declined or reduced. So you need this, freeze them. Now that you have them, freeze them, please. And when you're ready to have a child, go use your own eggs. You see women these days who are using what they call donor eggs. At one point, my doctor told me, have you ever thought of using donor eggs? I said, what was that? Eggs by another woman? I said, no, why would I want to do that? I know that I am over 40 years old, but I still believe that I can have, I was very lucky, or I am very lucky, because I really believe that the child that I have now is not my child. It's God's child that he gave to me to be a nanny to. I did a video on that. I don't want to talk about the things that I've said in other videos. The point of this video again is for women who at some point, who someday would like to have a child, to please freeze their eggs. This is a story of a woman who I know very well, who lost her only 2 children in an accident. Nobody prays for that. And this is by no means saying that if you freeze your eggs, it's because you're planning to the children that you have lost, that you have for anything to happen to them. But the woman, by the time she lost her children in an accident, she was in her 50s. She did everything possible to have a child again, but it wasn't possible. Imagine if that woman, maybe when she was like 30 years old, maybe she froze like 10 eggs and left it there. And after 2 children, she and her husband say, we're just fine with these two children. You're not going to discard the other ones. Probably you will not, but who knows? But if she had those, she could have just gone there to use some of those eggs to have a child. I know a woman here in America, I don't want to say which part of America, who is in her 50s, who was wisely advised to freeze her eggs because she's a career woman. She wanted to pursue her career, and she did. She's an accomplished woman by every metric. But she froze her eggs in her late 20s. She's over 50 years old, and she recently had twins. For stories like that, when people, maybe that kind of story makes the news, you might think that she did what they call surrogacy. She actually did surrogacy now, but you might think maybe she did donor sperm. She used somebody's sperm with her, I use that word now, I don't know if it's allowed. You might think she used her husband's, what husband brings to the table with donor eggs to have a child. You might think so, but those are actually, the children are biologically hers because she froze her eggs in her late 20s. Somebody advised her and she took that advice. I know that woman, she I know her very well. So freeze your eggs, women. When the time comes, if you're a career woman like this person who is pursuing your career and you finally are done, you want to have a child and you are ready, if you are not physically able to carry it, maybe because of age and all that, to prevent miscarriages, stuff like that, you can easily, if you have the money, do surrogacy. But you know, if you really want the child to be biologically yours, a lot of people who don't mind at that point, they can adopt. That's not a problem. It's very allowed. You adopt a child, that child becomes legally yours. But for women who want the child to have a biological connection to them, maybe before they now start looking at adoption, if you freeze your eggs, no matter how old you are, even if you cannot carry the pregnancy, you can do surrogacy. Somebody can carry the child for you using your partner or the man who you choose own stuff that he brings to the table to create a human being that is biologically yours. So that's the purpose of this video. My next video is going to be for women who are still trying to get pregnant, who are struggling. There are specific supplements and vitamins that you can take that can boost your body, that helps, they control the hormones that help you to produce quality eggs and to eventually make sure that the eggs are ready when you and your man or your partner, when you guys meet to have the child. I'll do a video and I'll drop all the supplements that you should be taking and also foods that can also substitute. In trying to get pregnant, there were so many supplements that I did not take. I did the food version. I did a lot of research. If you say take vitamin C, for example, if that's a vitamin, take vitamin C, it will help you. Instead of vitamin C, I bought oranges, freshly juiced oranges every day in my own house. I want that vitamin, but I want to get it from nature, if that makes sense, rather than from medicine. I'll do a video, I'll drop a list of supplements that will be good for you if you're trying to get pregnant, but I'll also drop the food version of this supplement, or the food that you can eat to also get the supplement. Anyways, that's it for now as far as freezing your eggs, so that when the right time comes and you want to get pregnant, you have no issues. Freeze them, freeze your eggs, go to a fertility hospital today, go to a fertility doctor today, talk to them about the possibility of freezing your eggs. Prepare yourself, just see ahead for your future, so that if you want to have a child that's biologically yours, you don't have issues. Even if you have 2 children already and you know that you want to have a large family, but right now you're not ready, or you have 3 children but you're not ready, but you still want to have more children in the future, but the time is really not on your side anymore, you can go freeze your eggs. You can go freeze your eggs. After 5 children, you can still freeze your eggs if you believe that someday you want to have more. Freezing eggs is not just for people who have not had children and someday would like to have them. You can have children and freeze some of your eggs. They are yours. They are yours. You're not doing anything wrong. It's not illegal. Freeze your eggs and save yourself headaches and pains and emotional roller coaster. I don't know. I really went through a lot, and so I'll do anything. I'll do anything to advocate for women to either prevent themselves from going through the pain and the struggles of infertility, or to tell women who are going through it right now, talk to them what the things that I did that worked for me, and hopefully it also works for them. Anyway, until I see you again, it's bye for now. Freeze your eggs.